Good evening, guys. Myself, Virbutukuda Patel, and I'm back with a new topic on this show that's called Prime Discussion by Veer. For every week, I'm just bringing a new topics in front of you related to current affairs in Kannada, English, and Hindi languages. You all enjoying and cooperating with me. That's for that I'm really happy. So today topic is the role of the youth for the national development. So I already told in many previous episodes or my articles, India has a population of 132 crores. So with a less land, so if you take a land density, it's a 144 person per square kilometer. So we have a more demand and less supply. So how to fix this? How to increase the GDP and how to increase the rupee value against the dollar is the normal question, and you have already read about these topics over the newspaper and all TV shows. Here, my intention is very clear that India has a 40% of youth, and among 40%, 5 to 7% youth are skilled, well graduated. So if you take a usage of this youth, definitely India has a straight goal to reach as a developed nation within 10-15 years. So one nation, if it is called developed because of its working class. So if I want my nation to see as a developed nation, my working class get involved. Unfortunately, in India, at the age of 14, still we are going school. We are not able to focus on ourselves, and we are not earning that time. After our graduation also, we are still searching the full-time job with our expectation, rather than we are not adjusted to at least earn for pocket money. In the western side, it is a routine practice. After 16, every kid earn themselves and go for 3 to 4 jobs, and they earn their pocket money, they earn their tuition fees, they earn their hostel bills and food bills, and even they can save for the parties and outings and trips and enjoyment. Simultaneously, they read what they wanted to read, and they study what they wanted to study, and they even do go for research or higher studies on their own income, even though the parents are very rich. They never dependent on parents' money. But unfortunately, in India, all children still dependent. Still, their degree get awarded. Up to 25, we are dependent on our parents' income or pocket money. After 25, we go for 24 or 23. After post-graduation or graduation, we go for searching the jobs. Unfortunately, we require 2 years. If I become a 23 years as a non-technical student, if I got post-graduated at the age of 23 or at the age of 21, I start searching. At least 2 years I require to get a job because of unemployment situation. Or if I go from the technical side, at the age of 22 I become an engineer, at the age of 24 I become a postgraduate engineer. So I need 2 years, means 26 years. At the age of 26 years I will get a job with a less salary of my expectation. Means up to 27 years I needed to dependent on my parents' salary after taking a bank loans. So it's a very difficult to repay even a rate of interest. After 27, I start earning the money and within 2 to 3 years, the whole responsibility get on my shoulder from my family. And if I finish the responsibility within 2 years, I'm supposed to marry and get involved in the middle class family. Means the financial needs in India kill the most aspirant achievers. So many people still wanted to become a sportsman. So many people wanted to become an actor or musician or a singer or music director or music composer or a politician or a lawyer or any good professions. But still, because of their family income or financial crisis, they stopped dreaming and they started earning a middle class life. That is a big problem in India. So, if this kind of strategy, if the youth have, then it's dangerous to any progressive nation. To kill the poverty or to kill the financial crisis, we have to increase the skills in students and independency in youth. If they start earning at the age of 16, they get to know what is the difficulty to find the job, how to earn the money, how to save the money, and how to incorporate what kind of education they require to progress their life. Once they got to know, they earn hardly, spend wisely, save wisely, and they learn what they require to lead their life. For that purpose, we need a proper awareness and training programs. Nextly, here the concern about the youth, after getting the job also, they are not satisfied what they are doing due to corruption or bossism or kind of lack of knowledge. Our so-called colleges still not good to give a practical knowledge or application oriented knowledge for jobs. They are giving theoretical knowledge which is good for basics and to understand the concept to lead the life but not get the jobs. The difference of this make the new aspirant output of any university to adjust or compromise with the salary, and he has to work for 2 years with a less or a very lesser salary offered by the company other than non-IT sector. This make still worse, and this gives the stress on the aspirant engineers or workers in a society. So this keep on the stress on the financial issue make less effective and make non-creative. So I am urging here that if you make your financial sources strong so that your work or your dreams should not harm your basic needs. That is the first idea. And after that, once you are dependent on the job or the business, your income has to increase. So recently I just also spoke on a Facebook also that in India only 3% population are paying a tax. Remaining 97% are not paying the tax. Maybe 10 to 12% are kids, 10 to 12% are old, they are not able to give, and 10 to 15% are not fit in health or physically handicapped or ill or taking treatment. Means only 60% of youth can give the tax. Among the 60%, 30% are skilled and 15% are unskilled. It's a random rough details I have. So who are left with them? So we have unskilled workers, skilled workers, youths and kids. So what I'm asking to the government, make such a plan that Everybody contribute for national development. I'm not saying that it's compulsory, it has to come with voluntarily. If I'm using this road, I have a responsibility to pay the tax for that. But government taking indirect taxes from all the price, all the goods. So instead of that, take a direct tax. You can make rules on behalf of kids. Their parent has to give the tax or give the minimum knowledge how to save the rupee and give to the tax to the government. For example, 0 to 10 years per annum, the 12 rupees tax has to collect by every kid, and 12 to 16 year kid, they have to pay the tax about 100 rupees per annum. From 16 to 21, every youth and teen has to give 200 rupees per annum, and 21 to 27, 1000 per annum. For non-employed or unemployed or poor, it has to be fixed. And after 25, everybody will get a job. So job holders, according to their skill margin, they have to pay the tax. And non-skilled person like a laborers, so nowadays they are earning more than the middle class persons. At least they are supposed to give 0.5% of their total earning. If they are earning 30,000, let them give a 500 rupees or 100 rupees is more than enough for our country. If that all tax comes for our nation, then definitely it would be useful for our national development. And apart from that, the big politicians, big business people, and big real estate agent, realtors, or hospital business people, or in a hotel industries or a film industry, they have all black money. If that also comes to our nation, our basic problem gets solved. But I am not concerning about this unrolled money or black money. That is a big step. But what is in our hand, we can pay the tax as a 12 rupees for kids, 100 rupees from the teens, 200 from the youths, and 1000 from the just bachelors. So it would be at least 30% of our national income from the source. That could be useful for our national development. After the collecting tax, if leakage is stopped, then it definitely useful for infrastructure development and all the works. Apart from that, what is our next responsibility? So during our childhood or during our school days or our college times, we have a plenty times apart from studying. So we usually get 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours for free time. Please use this time and try to clean on the voluntary basis on every day on a queue. One day I will clean my road, another day another person. Don't wait for the corporate workers to clean your road. Let the corporation or municipal committee members or corporate get ashamed of doing your volunteer works. Please clean your roads. Make sure it is fully cleaned, well watered, without any potholes. If possible, write to the complaints to your ward members or mayor or vice mayors or MLAs, MLC or MPs. Try to put your pressure on them to make it correct. If not, take initiation from yourself, fix the potholes, make the road clean. No government say if you're doing work not to do. They also encourage you and they also get involved. And what's wrong if you do your work for your street? Once your street is cleaned, make sure that the gutters are cleaned, should not have any mosquitoes, and the water has to perfectly reach the reaching point. Third thing, please plant the trees on your streets with the permission of house owner. Apart from his car parking or some other things, if any space is there, with the joint cooperation, please plant a tree and tell him to pour the water. If it's not possible with him, you go and plant the tree and pour the water, give the compost manure, and protect with cows or any animals, and also use some chemical fertilizers or biological fertilizers against with insects. If you do these things and if you plant the trees during the monsoons, for the coming season, 3 to 4 months, the continuous rain makes to get a shape from the planted tree. And after 6 months, you just go on maintaining every week or every day. If you drop 1 mug of water, that is more than enough for the tree. Just remember, if you plant the tree every year, one plant, assume that at the age of 10 years, you got awareness to plant a tree. At the age of 100 years, you may plant 90 trees. Means one tree, if it is a rough calculation, if it is produce 1000 kg of oxygen, means if you plant 100 into 1000, it's a 1 lakh gram of or 1 lakh kg of oxygen. It's a very rough and unresearched topic, I'm just telling you. How much credit and responsibility you get after doing this work, and it is also contribute to attract the clouds and formation of the clouds and making the rain effects. So plants are very essential in our India. So try to do the research on the maximum oxygen giving plants, Ayurvedic plants, and maximum giving the flower plants and any plants, and make sure that it should not come across your power grid telephone line. It has to be narrow with the straight roots. You should not wild cross roots so that it should damage your adjacent compound or structures, main structures. Make sure that it has the root has to go straight. It should not damage pipes or any electrical lines or telephone lines. And if it is give the fruits, then it's good and best. Well and good. Do the research, and with the help of forest department or any NGOs or volunteers, go and collect, if possible purchase, with the awareness and with the cooperation from locals and with the politicians or the government. Please plant a tree in your street. If you have a space or even have a space, please do a plantation on your ground. After doing this, after 20 years, it will start working, and it will start giving the oxygens as well as shade as well as blossom air to you. The fresh air gives you another 1 year of increased life in your lifetime. So today I am giving you to-do list for Indians or worldwide members. Please do not waste your time. Get involved yourself into the work. Earn the money. Generate the revenue. Give to your family and give to the government. After contributing yourself, get into social work like cleaning the road, cleaning the river or lake or a pond, cleaning the open gutters, like an open stormwater system, drainage, and planting the tree, protecting the tree